Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another video, and today we are back in Mineral Mining Simulator. So there's been another update from the devs where they've adjusted a few bits and pieces, so I'm just going to dive in. One of the things we've done, obviously we're at level 20, so we're at the highest level that's available in early access at this moment in time. As you can see, it's day 49, so I've gone through a good few more days. And as you can see, I'm nearly a millionaire. So yeah, slowly but surely getting there. Now, there's been an improvement to the employee pathing in regards to the dispatch train. And as you can see, I now have 1,750 because I've upgraded this all the way. But yeah, so this quantity total now goes up to 1,750, and our employees, if we go into their relevant settings, I've upgraded all of them to the maximum amount they can do, and I've hired all of them that we can get. And there's also now an unstuck button as well, which is kind of useful because I've made some changes to my mine. Because I was having a play around, trying to work out how the hell to manage the absolute hell that I created last time round. And one of the machines that I'd mentioned talking about is the storage machine with these automated supply stations. And what I found, when I looked at them, was, if I show you here, I have these automated supply stations are grabbing just a particular single commodity, because you can only choose one commodity, and that will grab all grades. So this setup, using the storage machine here, sorry, excuse the robotic arm coming at me, will allow you to have, as you can see from the quartz gems there, that it will store quite a large amount. And it will store in one location all of the different grades of that particular gem. So for this storage station, coming off the original, remember where I'd split it all into 3 and was hoping that would work, so you get fluorite, quartz, garnet and rose quartz coming in, and that's coming in from this mining area over here. And I've got the 2 over this side, that one there, and those were coming in around here, and they were coming into this. Remember I had the rotary filtering device that would turn in one of 3 directions, and that was then going in and splitting out, obviously, into the 3, and I just found that was getting unworkable because there were so many different items coming in and so many different quality grades that the crate packer would just stack up, fall over, collapse, and became an absolute mess. And so yeah, so they're all there. Now you may have noticed as I've been talking that I'm getting random boxes flying across the screen, and you haven't seen any employees yet. And the reason for that is I've managed to block them in. Unintended, but yeah. So I thought, okay, so what was coming over this side? Thought, alright, I'll stick a couple of storage machines in here, and then I would run a conveyor from the, because remember with the sorting array, that's where it takes off the gravel or the crushed rock to go up to turn into gravel. So I've got this large level 2 conveyor lift, and have had that running all the way along the side here, so everything was coming in, and I appear to have managed to block all of my employees into this little area down here. Now, for some strange reason, they can't seem to get past the conveyor post there. Now, there's a couple of potential ways we can deal with this. One, we can go into employees and go unstuck. Why unstick them? Sure you want to unstuck them? Oh, flipping heck. Preparing a new day. Bear with me. Right, there we go. So, use option. The employee is stuck. Don't worry, it will not affect their skills, but it will stop their current task and return them to the starting position. So if I unstuck you... Where's he gone? There they are. Hello, Marcus. Right. So no items load onto the train. Yet randomly, they were still putting stuff on the train. So he's now going running off, and I'm betting he's going to go and get himself immediately stuck again. Yep, there we go. So there he is. He's back in the crew. So yeah, that's not going to work. Now, longer term, I am going to shift these out. Oh, he's decided he's going to go rock climbing. Cool. And he's got himself back where he was. So yeah, so we've managed to get all of our employees stuck down here with all the boxes. Oh, hello. Marcus has got out. He's escaped. So the other thing I was thinking of potentially is there was possibly an option I think I remember seeing for whether or not the conveyor belt columns appear. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. I can't remember if it was in the settings or if it was under the walking speed, limit buying items, employee activity status off, toxic gas. Okay, yeah, so you can turn off the toxic gas. I remember when that was put on. Right, so can I do anything with these? There's something else as well, just while we're talking about conveyor belts. If you hit C to upgrade, you've now, rather than having to go click upgrade then click upgrade again, the devs have kindly allowed it to upgrade to level 3 off this main menu. So, where was the setting for that? Is that under equipment? Oh, no, it's going to be on conveyors, aren't they, for machines? Was it in machine pillar support? I wonder if it's that. There we go. So does that let all of our people out? Nope. They physically still think they're stuck. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to go in and manually unstuck everybody. Marcus is already unstuck. Let's just unstick everybody. Amelia. Stick her. Unstuck. 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 And unstuck. Sweet. So that, I think, means everybody is now able to run around again. Look at that. And that is quite nice not having the pillars there, I must say. It does look a little bit cleaner. Okay, fine, we're going to lose the reality. And I think it works alright. I mean, it'd be nice on a case-by-case basis if I could choose which ones to keep. So it'd be nice to keep like that one and maybe a couple on the way down. But as you can see in here, I've gotten 2 storage machines next to each other. Now the reason for that, just jumping over to something else entirely, is because these will only hold 9 items within the storage machine. And then what will happen is, if there's no room to store any new gems, as you can see, they come out this side here. and then that way it will feed into the next storage machine, and that'll start filling itself out. And that's why we've got our sunstones, sapphires, jaspers, spinels, rubies, and zircon. Right, so I've turned off everything over this end purely because I was finding because I jammed all my people up. Let's get that package. Let's get all these extra bits of packaging out of the way. Now, this is a new thing. As you can see, they're pulling it from the other box. That's been a recent upgrade. However, it's also quite weird in the fact that they keep on coming in with new boxes, even though somebody's got another one next to them. So you do end up with, if you're going for a machine that is working, you end up with this kind of area where you've got tons and tons of packaging just sitting around on the floor. But yeah, that's something we can probably long-term work on. But what I'm trying to do at the moment is let everything filter out, because I'm going to move stuff over so that because where I was finding in the way things were going is that I was finding I can get a machine in here which will grab stuff, a machine just behind it which will get stuff if I run over here, that one there. But if I put a machine here next to that automated supply station there, if I try to put another one here and then an automate, you know, or in this spot here, and go into a crate packer, it doesn't pick anything up. Which, going by how far away these ones are, and as you can see they're all extending their arms, it going there and not being able to do it. So if I grab, I think I've got one sitting over here somewhere, have I? No. Alright, let's go and quickly buy a couple. A couple of them and a couple of crate packers. Right. A crate packer and this will be automated supply station. Thank you. Right. If I pop you in there, right, so that way it's got its output, it's heading this way. I think I need to move it there because I think the crate packer, if I remember rightly, is its input is on that side and you need to give a gap. So, okay, so that should then output through its output port into the crate packer. That'll take anything. But if I turn this on, and if I choose something that I haven't grabbed, like sunstone, see? It's sitting there completely unable to grab it. Sunstone is in this one here, so it should be well within range, but for some reason or another it just won't grab them. Now these ones, as you can see, they're right over here and can grab it from there. How the heck can it not find it from just being where it is here? So what I've ended up doing is pack these back away again. Is I'm going to clear through what's in there, and I'm going to move these out the way, and I'm going to try and move these over, probably to near the middle here, so I can have all of these machines shifted over, and then I can get in here, adjust the pathing of these conveyors, move the merge machine, and then adjust the sorting array's output. Because obviously they're going up there and all along there, and I need to shift it around. I may well change some of these to those 5x1 conveyor soft, just purely for the ease of, rather than having single items like these, you can just replace them with the 5s, because that may well may well work a little bit better, and also sort of makes it easier for upgrading as well. Because otherwise, with upgrading the conveyors, you have to go to each node of the conveyor along, and then click on it to upgrade, which is fine. I mean, it's as it stands, not a big drama, and yeah, we're getting a good amount of money per delivery. Oh, also, yes, the devs recently, they have changed the demand structuring for the Stonebridge Bazaar and the rest of them. So now it's all been reset, and I've sent a load of quartz gems, but I haven't sent any jasper yet. But rose quartz needs 25 of the B grade, which hopefully I've got enough of. But yeah, so this seems to be a way that works. I just have to work out how best to put the supply stations, and then the automated supply station and the storage machines. I've got to work out how to get those around, because my original idea way back when was using filtering machines, but the pathing logic on them is difficult, because you can't just output into another one in a nice straight line, because that would be perfect if you could have it on one long straight line and then just have them going out into that. But where the output is straight ahead for the filtered item, the inputs are from the two sides, and then it outputs the items that don't match the filter out the rear. So you kind of end up with conveyors having to kind of snake out and round, and it's just not productive. Whereas these automated supply stations do seem to work out quite nicely. So I've turned off all of these ore breakers at the moment, because I'm wanting to clear through what I've got, because I might adjust these conveyors. I want to adjust where these conveyors come up here as well, because I think they could probably be put in a nicer way. Because obviously I've got them coming over here, then they merge round. I could probably just come straight off this way and then come down and round, rather than having a snake out round here and all back again. Just think, less turns on the conveyor belt, the faster the conveyor belt seems to run, and just I think will look cleaner. And again, speaking of conveyors, the devs have now very kindly done a 1x1. So now we have one of them, and one of them. So we have the conveyor 3.1, which is, put that down, that one. The conveyor 2x1, which is that one. Slot you down. Where are you starting from? There. And the conveyor 1x1 is that one. There we go. So we've now got 3 separate heights, because previously we only had the 2x1 as the smallest size, and as you saw, that was quite high, because that's what I end up having to use for my gravel. And then I've had to use the 3x1 to come up this way. So now we have our 1x1, so we can just up and hop over a conveyor belt. So that's really cool. Glad they brought that in place now. Let's get rid of those quickly. We don't need those for the moment, but I will probably need them again at some point. And speaking of other fun little toys, I put this system in together, where we've got another refining chamber, cut and polish, quality grader, and a merge machine. Because I was hoping to start getting this one going, which is aquamarine, zircon, quartz, jasper, topaz, amethyst, and fluorite. So what I'm probably going to do, because most of those I've already got coming in from on this side, coming into most of these. So these I'm probably going to output this into these storage machines. And I'll probably run the storage machine somewhere up this way and then try and work out how the hell I'm going to get everything going. Because it seems the only way of emptying these out is with these automated supply stations. I've not seen a way to get them cleared out any other way. As you can say, use automated supply station to retrieve stored items when needed. So I'm also interested in the ones that I haven't chosen yet, seeing what the maximum number is, because we're up to 737 on the Jasper. And yeah, 900 on the quartz. Has quartz come out into here yet? No, no extra quartz has come in here. So I'd be intrigued to see what the maximum that these will take. Should have some more quartz probably being filtered through here. There we go, quartz fragments 46. So I've got another 46 to go, so it should be 946 by the end of it. There we go, we've still got our grapple boxes, grapple packaging around here. Right, let's throw those over there so somebody else will pick them up. Let's mark them as in play somewhere else. Oh, sorry mate, nearly got you in the head. Oh, alright, we got now Malanta is rock climbing. Different. More gravel packaging. Good, right, you lot go over there. So yeah, so that's kind of my thought at the moment of trying to use these to handle what I was originally trying to accomplish, and then yeah, work out from here. Now, the reason I was going to be I put this one in was because I've got this area here that I'd surveyed, but I hadn't. I've only surveyed to level 2. I think I wonder if I can survey that up to level 3. May need to adjust that. Let me turn you off for the moment. There we go. Suddenly a bit quieter. Now this machine is all full up. And so I thought, okay, well, one of the things we've got were these item collectors, which were meant to be able to collect stuff that will drop off of a conveyor. So I thought, alright, we'll just give that a try. So I thought, alright, let's just go, as we're up here, just run some conveyors out. And I found, interestingly, once you get off the edge here, it will let you put a conveyor down there, another one a little bit further down, but it wouldn't let you put another conveyor because it didn't feel like it could feel ground underneath it. So if I go back in here, play style, there we go, let's show those again. Yep, so what I found was if you put a conveyor down below and then you put the conveyor above it so it has got something it thinks it can latch onto, you can then come along, take that away, and it will suddenly, it will suddenly put the support beams in. Now with these, then I thought, alright, is that going to be far enough? Because it doesn't look like it's going to quite be far enough. It looks like it's going to come off slightly to the back, but once you actually turn this on, which I'm going to do to clear out some of these bits and pieces, because that machine, the quality grader is turned off. And as you can see, everything starts dropping in there, and then they get thrown out the front. And I've put another item collector over there because where that toxic gas machine is, that is now showing as, or that will be one another node we can take out and run out a conveyor, and then possibly for the node above we can run another conveyor sitting on top, and then we'll have 2 conveyors falling into each other into the item collector. And now with these item collectors, they do have an input port as well as their output port, so you can actually put that in midway in place, which is very cool. So that's going to work. And then we're going to get these thrown in. You see where it says at the top of the screen, survey level max. And that one said survey level 2. So that one I think is going to be one we're going to need to rerun the survey machine on with a level 3. So at the moment this is just sitting there quietly accumulating 2,500 bits of rock. So those will come through at some point. And so these are all going into here, which is great. And once that machine's emptied out, I'm going to move those. Right, how are we getting on over this side? Still got stuff coming out the refining chamber, so that'll be fine. We'll work on that as we do. But yeah, so that's currently my train of thought with this one. Now, what I do have as well, we haven't done yet, is this cave area 2 that we can unlock for 50,000. So as I'm pretty much a millionaire, actually, sod it, I'm going to go and, I should have has my train come back yet? Yay, it's still manual for us to have to do this, but there we go, that's 60k we've got. All of those, so bada boom, we're a millionaire. Oh, we've got an achievement, millionaire miner. Have 1 million in your balance. Yay. Right, so have we got Stonebridge? Not quite, 'cause you need B grade rose quartz. I've got rose quartz coming out here, but I don't know why that's still showing C grade. I thought I had some B grade. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna have to go around this way because I've turned all the columns back on. That's interesting. Are they going to get caught again now that I've turned all the columns back on? Nope, good. They seem to let them run through. So there must have just been a bug. Right, fine. So we can then unlock that for 50k. So let's unlock cave area 2. Bada boom, another one. Unlock cave area 2. So this is going to be, we've got a new supply drop area, that's really cool. And we've got, oh wow, we've got all blimey. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down there. Where's that? No, okay. Alright, so we've got a lot of area around here to do. We've got another mining spot around there. Oh, and that will unlock at a certain level. So we've got another cave area we're going to open up as well. Oh, we've got another one there. Let me go into our machines. So where's our survey machine gone? Mining survey machine. Let's grab a couple of them. And we'll drop them off in cave area 2. Thank you very much. Right, let's see what's in you. And let's go and get another one. And we'll pop you by you. Right, so we should have a ton of survey kits around here. Those are our noxious gas cleanups. This should be around here. Yeah. Some level 1, so let's grab a level 1. This is part of why I was kind of toying with the idea of taking all the columns away, just to make it easier to move around. I don't know if these will be taken by any employee. Right, let's get rid of that. Alright, employees seem a darn sight better at clambering over stuff than we do. Right, I'm going to turn the support pillars off for now, just because it's just going to make moving around a little bit easier. And the next day's arrived. So we're losing 1,200 every day for our people. Okay. Getting a bit hectic round there. Get you dropped in there. What have you found? Sapphires, emeralds, tourmaline, zircon, fluorite, and jasper. Okay, cool. Those are good. So those I've got to our level 2. Gonna grab a survey kit too, and let's see what we find. One of your survey machines has been completed. Yeah, no. You and grab you. 2 survey level 2 kits. Pop you in there. Empty box. Can I get another bin? I think I'll put a bin in this area too as well. Can I get equipment? Trash bin, there we go. Pop you in there. That'll do. Just get rid of these. And get that in there as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Right, that's emerald, spinel, ruby, topaz. Oh, hello. Oh, toxic gas leak. Now, hopefully, I should have some spares of the toxic gas machines. Oh no, I sold them all, didn't I? Oh, pox. Right, there we go. Cave area 2, off you go. Right, so someone should come running around, grab one of those. Here he comes. Now again, the devs have allowed that you can adjust these machines, or the amount of toxic gas that comes through. In the playstyle settings as well, I think. Is it in there, or toxic gas leak spawn rate? There you go. You've got often, rarely, or never. Here comes our matey with the noxious gas neutralizer. Right, there we go. So survey level 3. Oh, we've got jade, 1%, sapphire, emerald, fluorite, jasper, zircon, and tourmaline. What have we got over this side? Tourmaline, emerald, spinel, topaz, ruby, garnet, sunstone, and jasper. Cool. So what I've also found with the toxic gas release issue is I found that if you just leave the toxic filter machine in place, it seems to not come back again. The moment you take it away, it will usually spout stuff, because this area here was in perfect line up to the merge machine. Cleared the 28 mineral deposit there, and within 5 minutes we'd had another toxic gas release, and I got a load more minerals. So lovely that you can do that. There we go. Yeah, this is the only problem with the current pathing. Sometimes I'll only need like 1 or 2, in a machine. But because I've set the limit up to 1,000, they're just constantly coming along and putting the 1 or 2, and then they dump the box that has, say, 95 items in it, and then they'll go and pick another box up when they've got 2 boxes that have got a little bit taken out of them, and they'll kind of try and cross-fill them, as you can see they're doing in the background. And then someone else will come along and put another one in the machine again. It just becomes this weird, never-ending cycle, because you see it's tying up 2 to 3 of our employees just sitting there twiddling around, and you've got boxes constantly on the floor that are never quite being filled. And all the while you've got boxes over here, they'll start taking stuff out of here to go and top one of the boxes up. As you can see what they're doing there. It's nice that these guys are trying to be guys and girls are being helpful, and it's also frustrating all at the same time. There we go. Have we had any dropouts over here? Nope, not yet. But everything's all going quite nicely. So I haven't got anything going in anywhere else. They're all stopping at the quality grader, because I haven't added the output for the rocks yet. So that's really where I'm thinking about going to. So now those 2 have finished, before I go off down that regard. Okay, so they've got survey level 3. Let me buy a couple of those. Oh, yes. The other thing. You can now have buttons, rather than what it used to be you had to add to cart and there was only singles. They now let you buy packs of 10. Which is really blasted handy. Let's just dump you into you. Now I do have a rack for the level 3s, so that's why you saw all the employees running around to take all the boxes away. They're taking them to the rack. Which is this little area around here. We have the level 3s on here. So what I might do is order some more of those, and some more of those. Let's go into cave area 1. But boom. Go behind me. Now, the law of unintended consequence, of course, meaning that with those automated arm grabbers, they are a lot slower to process through. So, hence you see each time they're just grabbing a single item. So whereas before they were all going on a conveyor belt and immediately coming out of the last machine and into the crate packer, and so that was happening fairly rapidly. So these are being a lot slower to grab, and as you can see, we're getting bits and pieces coming out, but they're coming out very sporadically. So that's why I want to get lots of these automated supply stations, all with different items on. Now, what I may have to do, looking at what I've been having here, finding an issue with storage and being able to place these automated machines, I may have to look at maybe adjusting where things are for the machine. I might need to move this merge station back, maybe over to here, and then adjust where this lot comes out and goes into here, and then move some of these machines back so I can have that storage machine a bit closer, and then that'll hopefully open up some of this area to put some of the automated supply stations in. and then crate packing out this way, because there should be no reason. Now these, as you can see, there's just going to end up being what is effectively 4 box stacks, because there'll be C, B, A and S. Obviously the S being the highest and C being the lowest. Now doing that might give me more room, and these seem to work a lot nicer, or a lot better at being able to be managed. So maybe my view is I move my merge machine back down this way, maybe even to there. Thinking there, because then that way it would still allow me this side opening for this one. But again, this is only one of those part-time, you know, limited amount node. And then the moment that completes, although it is bonus material, it then, the moment it's complete and you move, or even if you don't move the drill out the way, it will spawn another toxic gas cloud. Then you've got to move the initial drill and the ore crusher just to be able to put stuff in. So, you know, again, I've nothing against the toxic filtering, toxic gas. I think it's kind of funky, but I can see why some people would want to turn it off. At the moment, I'm just finding leaving them very much where they are is, at the moment, while I'm still trying to work out how best to manage my production chains, I'm pretty much leaving well alone. So, oh good, so everything's now finished coming down this way. And so it's just finishing what it's got already in the sorting array. And they should hopefully be doing much of the same. You've all finished. Good. That's cool. So how many did we end up with? 951. So it looks like it can take about 1,000. I haven't found anything higher than 1,000 yet. So hopefully we'll get over, be able to get that over 1,000. But first I'm gonna look at, right, your claws have both stopped moving. Let's go drop you lot into the train. Then I can move my crate packers around and see what we're going to do about how best we're going to, I can apply moving those machines about. So that'll be, I think, the next real bit of trial and error. And as you can see, mine is slowly but surely becoming something a little bit more stabilised. Now, I did try, just because for pure clarity on this, on these storage machines, you can see you've got an input on this side where it's got an in there, an in on there, and an in on there. So you can have 3 conveyors merging. I grab another storage station quickly. Storage machine. Right, let's grab you. Where are you? There you are. If I pop you there for the moment. There you go. As you can see, you've got your 3 conveyors coming in one side, and any failures come out front there. Oh, another toxic gas issue. Off you go. We'll make sure I've got plenty. Right, so yeah. So these all go in there. And these, as I said, will fill up as they do. Now it's there. That's it. It wasn't in there, it was in these automated supply stations. So as you can see, you can then have any packed item So these are the ones that have been through there, or any unpackaged items. So you can choose any gem and stone, or you can just particularly choose what you want to do. Now, I mean, for example, you could have an area where if you just wanted to just start out throwing everything, like the output from, say, the sorting array, you could put that in and then have the rock be applied to that, and then have a conveyor going somewhere. And that could be a possibility, whatever works for you. Whereas I'm happy with just, my original thought was just, yeah, to have a particular item, once it's all packaged up, have that be stored, and then use the automation to add it out and stick it into a crate packer. Again, we still haven't got the crate packer size upgrades yet, so these are still outputting a maximum of 25, even though I've got the box generator medium, and I did have a box generator large that I ended up selling the time I didn't see a use for it. So yeah, that's kind of where things are going. As I said, it's very much a work in progress, kind of back of a napkin kind of design at the moment, and yeah, I'm thinking very much we get you out of the way, maybe move you back to there, and then start having all of my sorting array and everything hitting it straight away behind here, which should give me the quality grade. I'll probably end up about there, and then I can have the output going into the first storage machine, and then possibly try and get stuff over this way. Let's pack you up. Because I'm going to have to rearrange all of these to refield itself into that section. That will all take some changing around. Do I bring it from there, or do I? That would need to change and go that way and change it to come around there. And then I go off up that way and round. Do I? Right in there, straight conveyor. You go straight in there as well, and that way that outputs straight into there, and then this will come up this way. So let me clear some of those out of the way. Let me clear you out of the way. Dump them down there for a minute. So if we grab the sorting array. Now this will be the next important point, is, aha. So, I will need to move my conveyors, because that sorting array needs to output. We clear you out as well, because that sorting array will need to output my rocks. Maybe we throw it over this way. Yep, that'll work. And then, yeah, I can then just follow a curve out there. Yep, there you go. So that worked for that, and then I can then grab off my conveyor belt to there, and then I can start bringing that round, and then I'll move all of these up there, cut and polish. That should keep all of the items they've got in, and then there we go. So if I take you away, because you aren't really going to need you there, and I move you right over here, that should hopefully give me the ability that I can have a couple of my automated items round in this area with a little bit more open space. And then I can throw those up that way, and then maybe move this up and round a bit so that that gives me a bit of a more open area. Alright, well, I'm gonna faff about with that, and yeah, I'll show you the result in the next video. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Any thoughts or any brainstorming options you want to throw into the mix, please do dump them in the comment section down below, and I'll take a look, and maybe that'll help me clear out some of the fog I've got in regards to how that's going to work. And if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. It does help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next video. You all take care now. All right, bye bye.